Lesson 7-3, Example 1. Our objective is learning to write and solve proportions. And a proportion is an equation that shows two equivalent ratios. So let's take a look at what we have here. We have a model with 4 hearts and 8 stars. So I could write a ratio of hearts to stars. And for that entire one, that ratio of hearts to stars is 4 to 8. But let's say I broke this equally up. Let's say I took this whole thing and I broke it into 2 equal pieces. So I have this the same in both. And that might look like this right here. So I've taken this, I've broken it up into 2 equal pieces. And in each one of these, if I'm looking at hearts to stars again, the ratio for each part of this, for each one of these, is 2 hearts to 4 stars. So I can think of that as saying that for every heart, there are 4 stars. Because 2 to 4 and 2 to 4. I could also say that, though, that for every 4 hearts, for every 2 hearts, there are 4 stars. But I could also say for every 4 hearts, there are 8 stars, because that's also true. I'm just looking at in a slightly different way. And so these are equivalent fractions. 4 to 8 is equivalent to 2 to 4 in this case when we're looking at this model right here. This is a true statement. And remember, it's an equation because an equation has an equal sign, it has numbers or variables, which this does, and it has an operation, which this does. Those are division symbols. So it fits our criteria for an equation, and we have equivalent ratios. So when it has all of those things, we call that a proportion, 2 equivalent ratios. And we can also think of this as, if I wanted to break it up further, I could think of this as breaking this into 4 pieces. And if I break that into 4 pieces, there's 1 piece, there's 2 pieces, there's 3 pieces, and here's 4 pieces. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts overall, and 2, 4, 6, 8 stars, but each one of these now has a ratio of 1 heart to 2 stars. So I could also write a proportion that says for every 1 heart to 2 stars, I have 2 to 4. Or as 1 is to 2, or 1 is to 2, as 4 is to 8. And that's how we would say a proportion. We would read it as 1 is to 2 as 4 is to 8. And so that's how you would set up a proportion for this particular model.